In this video, I shall be discussing about the great two epics Ramayana and Mahabharata, as well as through these epics we can learn about the kinship, family, dharma, social hierarchy, gender roles and inheritance which be prevail in Vedic age. In Ramayana, King Dasaratha have ruled Ayodhya under hereditary monarch. Prince Rama, eldest son of King Dasaratha, was as chosen to inherit the throne after Dasaratha. Due to promise made to one of the queen, Kaiheyi, Ram have accepted 14 years of exile, showing his commitment to dharma and obedience. With Ram, his wife Sita and his brother Lakshmana accompanied him during the period of exile. During exile, Ravana, the king of Lanka, have abducted Sita. With the help of Hanuman, Sugriva and Vanara forces, Rama defeated Ravana and rescued Sita, and after the period of exile, Ram returned to Ayodhya and became the king. So this is a general story of the epic Ramayana. The Mahabharata tells the story of two group of cousins in Kuru kingdom, the Pandavas and Kauravas. The conflict began because of Duryodhana jealous when people preferred the victorious Pandavas and feared losing the royal inheritance. He have established a rigged game of dice which led Pandavas losing their kingdom and mandated to go exile for a period of 13 years. Draupadi questioned whether Yudhishthira had the right to stay her after losing himself, raising important debate about women's rights and justice. Before the Kurukshetra war, Gandhari have advised Duryodhana to choose peace and warned the greed, anger which lead to huge destruction, which is mentioned in Adi Parvata. And before the battle, you know that Krishna have delivered the Bhagavad Gita, teaching duty, righteousness and selfless action. After 18 days of war between Pandavas and Kauravas, the Pandavas won but suffered with immense losses. Yudhishthira became the king of Hastinapura. So this was a general story of Mahabharata which shows the conflict between two cousins, Pandavas and Kauravas, who belong to a single family, the Kuru. How these great epics connect with this Vedic culture? First, it shows hereditary monarchy, where kingship was generally inherited within royal families. The rivalry between the Pandavas and Kauravas centered based on the succession of throne. And second, patrilineal society. Family identity and property pass through father's lineage. It means father, son, his son, making sons crucial for continuing the family line. And third, inheritance of property. In Mahabharata, Duryodhana feared that if the Pandavas inherited the kingdom, his own descendants would lose their claim to power and property. And fourth, patriarchal society. Men usually control political authority as well as family decisions. Women often limited with small legal rights, reflecting Draupadi's gambling episode and as well as Sita's trials to prove their innocence. And social inequality. Ekaleva was denied education because he belonged to Nishada community, illustrating how social status could limit opportunities. So you might now raise a question: who is Ekaleva and why his education, learning education was restricted to him? Ekaleva was a boy who belonged to Nishada community, a tribe. While he had an interest to learn the archery, he have secretly watched the practices or the archery training which was trained to the Kuru princess by Dronacharya. And while Dronacharya came to know that about Ekaleva's practicing on archery and his interest, he have asked Ekaleva to cut his thumb, which shows a great inequality that Kshatriyas and Brahmanas, they only gain the right to education and it was not allowed to the other groups. And diversity in society. Marriage of Bhima and Hidimba shows interaction between mainstream society and communities whose custom differed from Brahminical traditions. And finally, Dharma, duty. Both epics emphasize that rulers and individuals should act according to the moral duty even at difficult circumstances. In conclusion, the Ramayana and Mahabharata are not just stories of the past, they are the mirrors of ancient Indian society. They reveal how power, family, duty, and inequality shape Vedic culture in ancient India.